Well, good morning to you. Guy Watson here, Bognor Regis Bonsai. Today is the Monday the 8th of August and, excuse me, I was getting a few withdrawal symptoms because I had my hip operation on the 2nd of August, about 5.5 days ago now, and I thought I need to get back into bonsai. It's no good, let's see what we can do. So, this Pyracantha definitely needs sorting out. Let's do a quick bit of weeding. Now, I went in for the operation on Tuesday the 6th. Had the operation 6 o'clock in the evening. Everything went very, very well indeed. I was actually back home on the Thursday, day and a half, because I got released midday Thursday, so I was actually only in hospital for a day and a half. The nurses were very pleased, the physio people were pleased, so I was released. And now it's just a matter of recovery. But I have missed the little trees here and there. Anyway, this one is definitely overgrown, so let's see what we can do about chopping it back. Need to get it back into its shape. Right, where shall we start? We just need to chop it back. If this is the front, having a branch that will come forward might be quite nice, so we'll have that off. This one here is too low, so we'll cut it back to there. This is the Pyracantha that's got orange / yellow berries, and I let the flowers, the berries, stay on for too long. There were too many of them on inch-long stalks, and it did cause detrimental effect to the tree. So that's why we haven't had any flowers, berries or anything this year. So that taught me something with this tree. There must have not too many berries on it. This one's coming too far down, I think. That's not good at all. That one can go up from there. I'm not going to do too long a video here, but I did want to get back into it, basically to say that I could. There's little things you miss when you're in hospital, like the birds, the squirrels in the garden. They're always here when you're here, around the house, but when you're not here, you miss them. And I do like seeing the wildlife in the garden. Right, how's that starting to look? Building up there a bit? Yes. Right, let's chop this one here off. That one off there and chop this one back. Now, what was I planning as the front? I think there. Obviously it does need some foliage thinning out. I can do that later on, but I just wanted to get the branch structure sorted out for now. Trim it back. There's a dead branch in here, only a small one, but chop it off. And although slightly overgrown, I'm going to let that grow for the rest of this year. And then we can give that an autumn prune to prune off some of the leaves. We'll sort out the rest of the structure then. But there. Have that off. Don't like that one coming off there. That can stay in there. Well, I don't like the look of this, it's too long. The scissors to match. There. I think we'll leave that at that for now. At least I know now that I can do some bonsai without too much struggle. Obviously I can't go to any meetings, monthly meetings for the moment, so I'm not able to drive for 6 weeks. So, might give me a chance to catch up on some of my bonsai. Right, okay. The first one once I got back with a new hip. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Cheerio for now. Right, well actually, because that other Pyracantha, I survived with my hip very, very well. I thought this is the Pyracantha that I actually took to the club in Bloom Tree of the Month competition. So I thought, let's have a go at just trimming this down. Right, first thing, we need just to get the top down, obviously. That's taken off enormously. And I'm going to pull it back for now, take it just down to here. You can always chop it back later. And I'm going to chop this one down to there. Now I'm going to get up to the camera and zoom it in. Right. Okay. You know, this is the most peculiar feeling. Everything has to be done in slow motion. And it's not something I'm used to. Right. Get that out of the way. And let's see what we can do with this one. The same as the last Pyracantha. I mean, this I think is called Victory, the one with the red berries. But the same thing, we have to just trim it back a bit. Let's get some of these out so I can see what I'm doing. It's way too long up there. This has really taken off this summer. This is going wild up here. It's even just with those few taken off, it's getting a bit of shape back. That's getting too long up there. I'm going to take it off to there. Once again, there's too much foliage here, but I'll let it grow for now, and that can be an August prune. Let the thing grow, gain vigour now, as Nigel would say. Yellow leaves. They can all come off. Right. Now there's where this leader was up here, much too thick. Let's take that down to here. That's better. And we need to think where the leader's going to be on this one. At the moment there isn't really one. I think this might be the leader up here. That's too far forward. We can't have a leader out here. This is going to have to be the leader. That's more straight, more above the trunk. Yep, this is going to have to become the leader up here. So we'll take this one down here. We'll plan now to think that as the leader. I have to admit, when I first started bonsai, everybody I looked at was, or videos, I saw people marking the front, choosing apexes. And I thought, why is all this being chosen now? What's the point? But now I've done bonsai for 5 or 6 years, I can see why you have to pick the front. You have to choose the apex and do all the pruning around that, because you need to try and eventually make a triangular come down from the apex. So therefore this one here needs to come off as well, because make it triangular. That didn't quite go through. There we go. That's coming down there. We can chop this one down here. Right. And I think I'm going to have to reduce at the front here. You certainly can't say this one's two-dimensional. Right, okay. Right, so I think that's made a certain difference to it. We've got a plan for this tree. In fact, you know, I think all this is way too long out the front here. Still. Let me turn this around here. Not too sure about this branch here. Let's trim it back a bit for now. You still think there's too much coming out the front here? Maybe not. Maybe there is, but maybe not. We can cut it back slightly more. In fact, you know, I might even take this whole one off here. In fact, I think I will. This one can come back to there. And we don't need this branch in there. That's opened it up a bit. And it has cut down the foliage at the front, as you can see. And we can see more of the trunk here, which is good. Is that something Peter Chan's always saying? Show the trunk. And that's actually quite a nice trunk line coming up here. With the apex up here, trunk line at the front. Yes, I can see a future for this tree. Not two-dimensional, it's got quite a nice three-dimensional appearance. Right, I think that'll do for now. Put that back on the bench. Maybe an autumn prune on that as well. Right, okay, that'll do for now. Maybe do some more tomorrow. But for now, thank you very much indeed. See you later.